How's it going everyone, Shifty here and I'm back with another Destiny 2 video. Now that I've completed my PvP reviews of the exotic pulse rifles and the exotic auto rifles, I'm moving on to the exotic scout rifles. This means you'll be seeing reviews of the Polaris Lance, the Jade Rabbit, Symmetry, Mida Multi-Tool, and the Skyburner's Oath. I think these will be interesting because as most of you know, scout rifles aren't in the best place right now. They are outclassed at most ranges except for maybe extremely long ranges, and even then snipers run rampant, so it's hard to find a place for scouts in the meta. Either way, that's not going to stop me, and the first exotic scout rifle I'm going to be covering is the Polaris Lance. This weapon is on the edge of greatness. I feel like if a scout rifle buff happens, this gun will be one to keep an eye on. Before I get into the review, if you end up enjoying this video or finding it useful, make sure to like and subscribe. I truly appreciate any support. Alright, in my opinion, the perks on the Polaris Lance are excellent, so let's take a look at them real quick. It's got small bore for increased range and stability, then tactical mag for a boost to stability, reload speed, and mag size. Next is Zen moment for increased stability upon causing damage with this weapon. It has fitted stock for increased stability and recoil direction at the cost of handling. Then finally, its one and only exotic perk, the perfect fifth, which causes precision hits to return ammo to the magazine, and landing 4 precision hits loads a delayed solar explosive round for your next shot. Then the catalyst gives this weapon Dragonfly as well. Alright, the ammo that gets returned to your mag comes from nowhere, it doesn't touch your reserves. The delayed solar explosive round causes burn damage to the target, and if you've got the catalyst unlocked, killing trash mobs with precision hits will do damage to those around them. You can see that the Polaris Lance has quite a bit going for it. I think that it suffers mainly from being a scout rifle. This weapon has found a couple uses throughout Destiny 2, but I want to see it shine some more. I remember when this was an excellent choice for the Whisper mission final bosses. As you'll probably notice in these scout rifle reviews, I'm mainly using them on larger maps, and that's because I didn't want to torture myself. Using them on smaller maps because I knew it would be frustrating to be outgunned at any range on those maps. Most of the gameplay you'll see throughout are on maps like Vostok, Bannerfall, Meltdown, and Midtown. Aside from that, there aren't a ton of great maps for scout rifles. Anyway, let's break down some of the numbers for Polaris Lance. The damage profile for the Polaris Lance is 68 per crit and 39 to the body. This means that it has a decent optimal time to kill of 0.8 seconds with 3 crits, but it has an absolutely awful body shot time to kill at 2 seconds. Now as for stats, it's a scout rifle so it's inherently decent at long ranges and you'll rarely notice damage drop off. The Polaris Lance does have decent stability at 55, but rather poor aim assist at just 39. Despite that poor stat, the gun still feels great to use. Let's talk a bit about what I enjoyed about this weapon. The ammo returning on precision hits works really well in PvP and even more so when you are fighting multiple enemies at long range. Honestly, if your aim is decent, this can be a great counter-sniping weapon. I don't personally enjoy sniping all that much, so I just put on a scout rifle when maps like Vostok come up, and I've had a large degree of success fighting snipers in the long lanes. This weapon is great at multiple opponent engagements. As I mentioned, it's got the ammo regen, precision kills cause explosions which damage enemies in close proximity, and the perfect fifth round explodes causing damage to your target, plus nearby enemies as well. Things I didn't like about the Polaris Lance. I already mentioned that at close range, mid-range, and even mid to long range, this weapon gets outgunned. I don't expect it to compete close range, but mid-range and above should be fair game. It shouldn't be perfect at mid-range. The sweet spot should still be long ranges. I'm not sure how they would do this, but I feel like making the weapon handle a bit better would help. It's hard to call this weapon out in particular given the sad state of scout rifles because I actually like nearly everything about this weapon. And despite its shortcomings, it still feels really good to use. Overall, being able to get a 0.8 second time to kill at a very long range is excellent for a primary, but the combination of abysmal body shot time to kill and the poor close to mid-range handling makes this weapon a poor choice for most engagements. Also, for your own sanity, if you want to use this weapon, just pull it out when Vostok or Midtown comes up and have fun with it on those maps. Because you can have fun with it, it's just so map dependent and you have to play slow and stick to controlling long lanes. It's also fairly easy to contest just one sniper, but it gets a bit riskier if you're facing multiple snipers. It's just a matter of what Bungie is willing to do. Will they buff scouts a bit? Will they add more maps with both long and short lanes? Or will scouts forever be bad in PvP? I guess we'll just have to wait and see, but as far as scout rifles go, the Polaris Lance is near the top. Anyway, that's it for my quick review of the Polaris Lance. Remember to like and subscribe if you found any part of this video enjoyable or useful. Stick around to check out some highlights of my session using this weapon. I just want to thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.
in numbers, Guardian. Excellent. Gains the lead. Your legend, Rose. Zone C captured. That's a power play. You took them. Now hold. Who says warlocks are better with books than with guns? Zone A captured. You have zone reverse. 2-1. I can feel that in my bones. Claim Zone A. You have zone reverse. Well-fought victory. Zone B captured. You have advantage. Gains the lead. Zone A captured. That's a power play. You took them. Now hold them. Double down. Down. 5 minutes.